rely on our colleagues at CNET to show us the latest and greatest tech gadgets.
And they're doing that for the general public this week here in New York City. As CNET editor-at-large Brian Cooley tells us this morning. Brian, good to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you. Just in time for the start of the holiday shopping season, CNET's editors are showing off the hottest new smartphones, TVs, tablets, and laptops. We opened up yesterday. I took a quick tour of the showcase as we did that. Take a look. What we did was take over this cool art gallery here in New York City to turn it into a kind of a tech playland, but with a real purpose, and that is to let folks get their hands on the latest technology. Let's go look at some smartphones. The horse race is pretty simple. It's iPhone versus Android right now. The iPhone 4S just recently came out, and it's an outstanding phone. This has a camera built in, this little tiny thing right here. It takes pictures that are so good. I would prefer to have this than a $400 or $500 compact pocket camera. But the Android phones are outselling the iPhone now, which a lot of folks still don't realize. They also have much bigger screens in almost every case. The amount of real estate there is fundamentally different. And if you want a real keyboard like I use with the actual keys, you got to go Android. iPhone, the basic one is $200, $300, $400 are their price tiers. The Android guys are all $200 to $299 at the very most. And when it comes to tablets, this is different than the smartphone world, where the iPhone has serious competition. There isn't any serious competition for the iPad, not yet. What's coming, which is very interesting to watch, in about a week, we have new tablets from Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Amazon has one called the Kindle Fire, $200. It's a 7-inch tablet, and it's going to have somewhat simpler technology in it. You're also going to find the Barnes & Noble Nook tablet in about the same price range, $249. It tends to lean a little more on having better specs, which I don't think consumers are quite as excited about this season. Now, the biggest screen yet that's really cool for the holidays is good old television, but very different. It's what we call connected TV this year. And all it means is you use your existing home broadband connection, cable, DSL, whatever, to stream full-screen television to your TV. TVs are always a perennial around the holiday because they're really the tech gift you can give the family. Everything else is kind of personal in many cases. 3 choices you've got to make, though, on a TV: plasma, LCD, and the newest one is LED LCD. It's a matter of getting the best picture for the best price, and right now the difference between the plasmas and the LED LCDs is pretty narrow. If you get one of the latest of the LED LCD sets, look how thin it can be. That's just about a little over an inch. This is one of the few features of TVs that people love that they don't even need the TV turned on for. That's an LED LCD thing.
All right, so OMG, there's an LED LCD.
We'll add some more letters next season to get it even longer. The idea there, guys, is real simple. It just changes the illumination of the TV. All TVs have to get their signal, their light from somewhere. These new TV sets have LED bulbs, like in one of those pocket flashlights, behind the picture. It allows the screen to be thinner and to use less power.
Super thin.
Let's talk about the competition right now for the iPad.
Yes, and it's finally heating up. There has not been a serious iPad competitor. This is going to change. We have the Amazon Kindle Fire and the Barnes & Noble Nook tablet. $200 and $250 respectively are their prices. So half the price or less of the least expensive iPad. That's the first thing on consumers' minds. Secondly, smaller. 7-inch versus the iPad, as we see here on the table, is a 10-inch. It's a pretty good-sized device. You're not going to pocket that.
No, not at all. But what you will pocket are these phones that are out. And I was kind of surprised to learn that the Android is really outselling the iPhone.
It is, and a lot of folks don't realize that. There are so many Android models. We just have 3 of them here. There's like a new one announced every week versus just 2 models of iPhone. That's part of the reason. And the Androids are on every single carrier. Smartphones all do the same thing, basically. Find one that works for you.
All right.
Brian, thank you very much. Brian Cooley.
Good information.